In this tutorial, we are going to go through how to read from a text file. So in order to read from a text file, we are going to be using our scanner, just like we did when we read from user input. And we also are going to need to be able to bring in a file. So before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and upload the file that I'm going to use. So in Replit, I'm going to go to upload file. I want to find, I called my file test scores. .txt, and I'm going to load that file in so that it shows up right beneath my main file. The next thing I'm going to need in order to use my scanner, I still need my import java.util.star, and I could just do .scanner, but there's some other packages that you need, so .star just makes it easier. And we're actually going to need one more import, java.io.star. And that just has to do with like the input output, bringing in files. We're going to need that. The next thing, well, we'll start by creating our file. So to get our file, I'm just going to create a file object. So I'm going to say file my file equals new file, and then in parentheses we're going to put the name of the file that we want to read. So in this case it's going to be testscores.txt. Please make sure that capitalization, spacing, and the extension are all part of that. And then when I create my scanner this time, instead of calling the constructor with the system.in, we're actually going to call it with the constructor that has a file name in it. So basically the file that I want to read from is going to go in those parentheses, the file object that I created. Now, anytime we're reading, trying to find a file name, we have to be concerned with the fact that that file may not exist. So maybe I'm trying to read from a file that's not there, or maybe I just simply mistyped the name, and the computer needs to be able to tell me that. So when we do a project like this, we're going to want to add to our public static void main a throws IO exception. We're going to learn a little bit more about exceptions later in the course of the year, but basically this is just allowing the computer to throw an error and let us know exactly if it can't find the file that we're trying to read from. So here's our basic setup. So anytime you're doing file reading, the basic setup is always going to be that same way, just changing the file name that you're reading from. So now let's say my file is a bunch of test scores. Let's say I want to find the average of those test scores. So I'm going to need some variables. We'll have a variable called total for the total score, and we're going to start it equal to 0, and then I'm going to have another value called num tests, and I'm going to set that equal to 0, and I might eventually have an average, but we'll get there in a minute. So I'm going to do a while, and I'm going to say while in, which is my reader, right, my scanner that I'm using, dot has next. And has next should work whether we're working with numbers or strings. That's usually just the easiest way to do it. So basically that's just saying while there's something left to be read in that file. So, and that's all that while loop is meaning. So the first thing I want to do is actually read in the score from the file. And to do that, you're using the same methods that you would if you were reading an integer from a user typing it in. So I'm going to say that int score is equal to in.nextInt, which is I'm reading in a score from the file. Now this file was all integer scores. I could have read that in as a double too, which would probably be better even, but since they're all integers, I'm going to read it in as an integer. So this .nextInt, instead of getting it from the user, this is actually pulling it from the file. It's pulling the next integer from the file. So after I read the score in, I need to now kind of work with the rest of my code here to complete my task. So I'm going to add score to my total score. And I'm going to make sure that numTest increases by 1 every time I read. So this loop is just going to keep looping through and reading one score after another. And every time it reads a score, it's incrementing how many scores it read. Now, once I'm done reading, sometimes it's good form just to close the reader, aka you're basically just saying there's nothing more to read. It will still work if you don't include that line, but that just kind of closes it out. And then I can end this by finding my average, which is going to be equal to the total score divided by numTests. And then let's print that out just to test our work. So given my file, and before I test it, let's just take a look. You can see my file. I have 20 test scores in here of all different values from like 50 to 99. So when I go to run this, my average should be something within that realm. And I have a little bit of an error here. Oh, because I declared numTest as a double and I'm trying to increment that. Oh no, that's not. We can increment that. I have a misspelling here. So sometimes we get little tiny errors when we're running through. And you can see it's printing out an average of 84.15, which probably, based on the list of scores here, looks like it probably would make sense. So once again, just a recap, when I'm reading in files, I need to start by including 2 important imports at the top. I have to make sure that I add a throws IO exception to my public static void mainline. I need to make sure that I create a file for the file that I'm bringing in and create a scanner to read that file. And then the other key parts here are the while loop, while the file basically has something left to read, and then the actual line of code that's reading in something from that file itself. So when I go to read from files, if there were going to be words instead of numbers, I would be using a next or next line instead of nextInt, kind of depending on what I'm reading.